Is working in a big corporate company better than working in a small company here in Australia or vice versa? I asked myself the same question when I started searching for a job here in Australia. So after working in big corporate for 2 years and learning from my partner who has 4-year experience in small company, I noticed that there's a key difference between the two. So in this video, I will compare between big company and small company here in Australia in terms of career growth, staff benefits, work culture, recognition, training and development, and at the end I will share you my experience on which company actually pay you more. So if you are applying for a job or thinking about career change or just curious about the difference between the two, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with career growth. So in big company, you have the opportunity to move around, not just through promotion, but actually working in a different department. For example, you might start in marketing, but after a year or two, you could rotate into sales, operations or project management just to learn something new. So in my case, after working 8 months in the company, I got a chance to cross skill and help out in a different department as a backup support. It is such a great way to build new skill and at the same time see how different teams work. Not only in corporate job but also in big retail job as well. So when I was at my retail job at Woolly, my role was an online shopper to pick up an online order. However, they also trained me to work in customer service and bakery as well. So when each team are in need, I always move around and swap shift. In small company, career growth work a bit different, so you end up wearing many hats, doing and learning a variety of tasks at once. This is a great opportunity to understand how the company really runs and gain hands-on experience in many areas. However, because the team is smaller, there are usually fewer promotion opportunities unless someone leaves the company, so you might stay in the same position for a bit longer. For example, my partner has been working in the same role since joining the company, even though he's been taking extra responsibilities. So next up is work culture, and this is one of the biggest difference between big and small company in Australia. So in big company, the culture is usually more structured, so everything has a process like applying for annual leave, booking a meeting room, or even get the approval for the project. You often need to go through multiple layers of management, fill out form and wait for the approval. For example, when I want to apply for annual leave, I have to submit it online, wait for it to be approved, and then do a final confirmation. So yes, there's a bit of a process here, and sometimes it can feel a bit slow and formal as well. But it also helps you get exposed to the professional corporate system and the communication skills. On the other hand, in a small company, the culture is much more flexible and casual. So you can just walk straight to the owner of the business or the director to discuss any idea or issue, and you will got the fast decision making. And at the same time, build a close relationship and a sense of trust within the company. For example, my partner would just walk straight to his director to ask for a day off, and straight away he would got the approval. So this is more about personal communication and trust rather than ticking boxes. Another factor to look at is training and development. So in big company, you will usually get a regular training sessions built right into your work schedule. And it's not just the mandatory compliance stuff like code of conduct or workplace safety codes. Although those are included, you also have access to professional growth programs such as communication skills, leadership course, online workshop, project management, or even digital skills. And honestly, it feels great because you're not just doing your day-to-day job, you're also investing in yourself at the same time. Personally, I really love this because I can just keep doing my regular job and also picking up new skills that benefit my career in the long run. In a small company, training and development work a bit different, so you learn on the job and picking up skill as you go because small company doesn't have the resource or budget for a formal training. This means you get a hands-on experience in many different areas, which can be a huge advantage if you want to build a broad skill set quickly. The downside is that you might not get structured guidance, so you have to be proactive about asking questions, seeking feedback, and figuring out things on yourself. But if you enjoy learning by doing and taking initiative, this can be really rewarding. Another thing to consider is staff benefits. So in big company, you usually get more structured benefits. So things like health insurance, paid parental leave, wellness program, and a corporate discount through partnerships like gym, stores, or travel service. Some companies even offer a pre-training course or a stocking option if you are a long-term employee, and those benefits are designed to help your well-being and your financial security over time. In small companies, the benefit often less formal and can feel more personal. Some companies might give you a day off on your birthday, small gift for Christmas, or organize team trip. Others might offer like a longer Christmas leave, flexible working hours, or a casual remote work options. The small company offer more personal and thoughtful benefits. It also worth noting that in a small company, benefits can vary widely depending on the owner or the management style. So when you're thinking about benefits, it really depends on what matters most to you. In my case, I got the corporate discount, places like JB Hi-Fi and Samsung. And for my partner, he got like a Christmas gift and a birthday gift every year. So both are nice in their own way. Recognition is another important factor to consider when choosing between small company and big company. So in big company, it can be hard to stand out because there's more people in the team, more competition, and more departments. Your achievement might get noticed by your manager, but it can sometimes take longer for your work to be recognized at a higher level. On the positive side, big companies often have a formal recognition program like employee award, performance bonus, or internal newsletter highlight the achievement, which can still give you the visibility. In a small company, your work is much more visible, so you can see the direct impact of your contributions on the projects and the business as a whole. When you do something well, your manager, team, or even the owner notice it immediately. This can be really motivating and give you a sense of accomplishment every single day. In many cases, you also get a chance to take on a responsibility quickly and lead the initiative, which can help you build confidence and a strong reputation. Finally, let's talk about salary. So from my personal experience and my partner experience, there are some key differences about salary. So in big company, your salary is offered a more structure-based package with a clear increment based on your roles, your levels, and your performance. So this can include bonus or some additional benefits like health insurance or stocking options. The advantage is that it is more stable and predictable, so you know what to expect each year. In a small company, salary can work a bit different. So they often offer a higher pay if you are working in a high demanding role or if you're a specialized skill that is hard to find. So while the base pay is less predictable, small company is much more flexible and willing to offer you a pay rise quickly if you are making a significant impact. So what do you guys think? Would you rather working in a big company or a small company? Honestly, it really depends on your preference and the specific company that you are working for. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and a subscribe. And also, I would love to hear your thoughts and comment. Which type of company would you choose and why?